against Huston Tillotson for you guys to qualify in the Red River Athletic Conference. This will be the first time ever that the SAGU Lady Lions will make it into the Red River. What will this mean to the team?
It would mean so much to us, especially for Jess, because she is the lone senior. It would mean so much to her and so much to us for us to be able to do that for her.
Well, thanks so much, Haley, and good job on today's game.
Thank you.
Back to you guys, Rob and Tim.
Thank you, Bianca, and thank you, Haley Shingleton, our player of the game. Just locked down, had the huge penalty save to keep the game at 1-0 right after Lady Lions' goal. And then late in the game, Lady Lions still leading 1-0. They had that solid shot. All around, just very solid for her. She pitches the shutout, and the Lady Lions go on to win. Well, men's game, we're behind us. We're just minutes away from the start of that. And earlier this week, we sat down with SAGU men's starting goalie, Caesar Galvin, who's been leading the way at the team, trying to lead this team back to the Central Region tournament, which obviously they're the reigning champions of that. So we sat down with Caesar Galvin and asked him about what this season's been like and what making it to that tournament again would mean.
I'm here with goalie Caesar Galvin for the SAGU men's soccer team. The team's focus this year is to finish teams. Explain to us a little bit what that means.
This year we focused a lot on finishing games, winning games whenever it's tied, finishing them off 1-0. Whenever we go into overtime, 2-1. We had a couple instances where Danny, a senior, a captain, stepped up, overtime and got a game-winning goal. And things like that is what we focus on whenever we say finish it.
What is the ultimate goal that you have for the team this season?
I think there's two big goals that I would say. One of the goals is definitely a spiritual goal off the field, which is more important, and we struggle with keeping them both because we practice every day and our minds are on just the soccer and the school. But something that we've challenged ourselves this year is staying with the spiritual side of it, not only because we're at SAGU, because we want to grow as men of God. And the second one is just on the field, and by that I think it leads to getting a ring. We say it all the time, and the phrase is get a ring around your finger, and that's winning a national championship. Last year we had a great team, we went to nationals, and there's no doubt in my mind that we still have a chance, getting a ring around our finger.
Back to Lions Field as we continue our preparation for the men's game. Just moments away until the SAGU Lions will take on the University of Southwest Mustangs in a game that the Lions need to keep their postseason hopes alive.
Leading scorers so far this year, Tim, who else? Danny Martinez, 7 goals. Lee Kunis is the team's leading point leader with 16, meaning 5 goals. You get 2 points per goal, and then it's 6 assists on the season. The Lions number 20, Tim, in overall saves, 104. And the number 34 in the nation for total assists, 29, which is also the number of team goals. Caesar Galvin, who we just met a moment ago, number 18 in the NAI in saves, 83. And Martinez, again, number 25 in game-winning goals with 3.
Yeah, so you see some great stats there. Says Caesar Galvin, 83 saves on the year, 18 overall in the NAI. Looking at the Mustangs, they're led by Jorge Arona with 14 goals. He's number 16 in the NAI for goals per game.
That was very convincing Spanish.
Thank you. I practiced it all pregame. So, and this is a team, they're 6-7-1 on the season and 5-4 in the Red River Conference. This is a team that in 2010 was 0-15 and in 2011 was 2-13. So they've definitely made some marked improvements now. They are currently a half game back of making the Red River Athletic Conference tournament. So
much improved team. Much improved team. So we have our hands full today.
Yeah, we have a handful today, and this is by no means just a nothing game for the Mustangs. They need this win with just 2 games remaining to try to qualify for the Red River Athletic Conference tournament. So it can be a very big game. Both wins for different reasons. Well, it looks like the men are getting close to walk out for starting lineups. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break before the beginning of this men's game. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Lions Field. As you see, the University of Southwest Mustangs and the Southwestern Assemblies of God University Lions walking out towards the field, getting ready to start off this big match here on the last home game of the season for SAGU soccer. It's senior day, It's a beautiful Saturday, and the stands are starting to really fill up with students who have found out it's Saturday and they don't want to do homework.
And they just enjoyed watching the Lady Lions pull off a 1-0 victory. So we're going to go for 2 for 2, hopefully, by the end of the day today.
That's the goal as we see the starting lineups out there ready to go. We'll hit the starters here in a moment for both teams. And like I said, a big game. The Southwest Mustangs trying to find their way into the number 6 spot in the Red River Conference for the tournament, while the SAGU Lions need 2 wins to re-qualify for the Central State Region tournament. We're going to have a moment of prayer here now, followed by the starting lineups. All right, well, there's your starting lineups for the game as the teams will shake hands as we are ready for the second game of our soccer doubleheader here in our premier season of soccer on SAGU Sports Live, our 3rd season overall, now covering a full array of men's and women's basketball, women's volleyball, men's football, and now men's and women's soccer. And there are plans in the future for other sports, so stay tuned and stay with us. Well, here we go. The teams go into their huddles, and we are prepared. So the University of Southwest Mustangs wearing their road reds, SAGU in their home whites, purple shorts, ready to kick off the game here. Critical game for both teams, trying to keep playing into October. as we wait for the kickoff.
And we're underway here at Lions Field. Mustangs on defense at first, now pushing the ball forward. And we'll look to give you updates as well from the football game as the Lions football squad's on the road today.
Taking on Wayland Baptist University, the Pioneers, as they try to up their record to 3-4 on the year. It's homecoming up for Wayland Baptist, playing their first football season since 1940. They should be in action right now, so hopefully we'll be able to get into that game and get you some score updates from time to time.
Looking for help, no whistle. Looking for help from the referee, no whistle. Ramos clears. Ball taken now on the right side. Push forward. Here's Martinez. No call, and now there is a call, a whistle. And they're going to call a push on Martinez. He's saying that he was pushed. But they're going to call that ball out for the Mustangs, and Martinez not happy about that call at all, Tim.
Yeah, it was a very fast-paced play. Hard to tell when it goes down like that who did what adjusted whom. But
Salvador Avila.
Ball will go out. And
push the ball out of bounds. Mustangs will recover near midfield. Put the ball back in play. Martinez clears out, now looking up ahead for Jonathan Ramos. Looking to center, does so. Ball still in play. And off mark kick from Robert Ambrosi. And the Mustangs will put the ball back in play from their goal post. As both teams take a few minutes, Tim, and just kind of feel each other's strengths and weaknesses out and figure out who's got some weak spots. Not a whole lot of movement yet towards either goal.
That's the difference between soccer and the River Conference and certain other sports where you play teams twice in a year. You only get one shot at everybody. So you're not as used to your opponents as you are, say, in volleyball where you play them a lot more often.
Right.
Only one game counts in conference, but usually you'll play a lot of the teams twice. Obviously in basketball, you play a full slate home and away of every team.
Robert Garcia resets back to his goalkeeper. Kicks against the wind, handled by the Lions. Here comes Ramos, looking for help. Now Sturgeon. Back to Avila. Over to Ramos, left side, he's double teamed. Push forward up ahead for Martinez. They're gonna call it offsides, Tim.
Yeah, Martinez got just a bit ahead of the ball and the defender there. And gets whistled for the offsides. As the crowd is starting to really fill out here. Stands are mostly full. SAGU students and fans lining the dugout of the SAGU baseball field. Bringing their own chairs, enjoying what, despite the hurricane force winds, is a beautiful day in Waxahachie, Texas.
It's definitely picked up in just the last 3 or 4 minutes of play. As the men's soccer game has gone underway, so has the wind gone up in miles per hour, almost as if on cue. Martinez
It did stay dead most in between the games. It took a break like with everybody else, and it's back in force now.
Isaac Wilkins, the goalie for the Mustangs, puts the ball back in play. Martinez giving chase, and he steals it. Now traps it forward, pushes it forward to Sturgeon. Sturgeon looking for help. No one nearby. Goalkeeper Wilkins will clear that out. On the right side, as Ramos gives chase, the speedster forward. Now the Mustangs looking to the attack. Here's a center.
Look out.
It's a shot on goal. Oh, just wide. That was Jorge Arona. We called his name in pregame, and sails just wide, about 3-4 feet. Never had a shot, but he could have used some more help in the middle, but great push by the Mustangs early on. At least get a nice, decent look at the goal.
Yeah, you already see that. We talked about Jorge in the beginning of the game, leading the team. We believe leading the Red River Conference in goals scored, number 16 in the NAIA goals per game. So flexing his muscle early, getting a good look against Caesar Galvin. Oh, not a good pass.
Now
Here
a
come the
steal.
Mustangs. Look out.
No offside. Oh, it's a goal!
Goal!
Edgar Negrete went top shelf, and the goalie, Caesar Galvin, unable to handle it, got a hand on it, skimmed over his fingertips into the back of the net. 1-0 Mustangs.
Just miscommunication by the Lions, turning the ball over near midfield. The Mustangs respond with a furor, just come down the field so quickly. And Edgar Negrete just, like you said, going high up on him. Caesar Galvin got a hand on it, but it just deflected off and into the net. So the Mustangs up 1-0 quickly here at Lions Field here on the campus of Southwestern Assemblies of God University. Lions need to recover now. That's not where you want to be in a must-win game to keep NCCAA tournament hopes alive. And here come the Mustangs again. Jorge Arona.
He's looking to center to Negrete again.
And that's, just wide. Got it.
Negrete almost had another look at it.
And Jorge Arona was the one pushing it down the field. And Caesar Galvin went down, the ball went past him, and the ball goes just wide of the right post.
The speed of the offense, the offensive front, the strikers for the Mustangs, very impressive early on. And the Lions defense will need to step up their containment. This could be not a good score early on.
Yeah, you've already seen 3 breaks by the Mustangs, 1 for the goal, and that one right there just narrowly missing. Well, there is some impressive speed up front there.
What they're doing is they're setting the tone. They're letting the Lions know we're here and we're going to be here all day, and we're fast, and we're going to give you pressure. Oh, there's a push by number 11 for the Mustangs.
Solid
That's
collision.
Eduardo Monares against Sturgeon, and that's going to be a free kick just past midfield.
The Lions, again, in this kind of game, when your opponent wants to go fast, you got to be able to slow it down. Goal coming at 5:24 in the first half, so a very early goal for the Southwest Mustangs, who are looking to keep their tournament hopes alive.
There's a shot.
Curving.
Curves left
but
over the goalpost. That was Sturgeon on the kick.
Solid kick by Parker Sturgeon. Jorge Arona is getting the assist on the goal. So Arona and Negrete, we saw him on the goal and saw him just about 30 seconds later on in the shot that almost went in. So that's a combo that you might be hearing more of as this game progresses.
Mustangs 6-7-1 tie on the year, and again 5-4 in Red River. So they've put some wins on the board and looking to put another one here in Lions Field as they're up 1-0 quickly against SAGU. And Negrete with just the speed, the power, the precision, and really Galvin just unable to handle that high kick.
Yeah, Galvin did all he could. He went up and got a hand on it, but it was such a solid kick that even the hand, all it could do was deflect it a little bit, and it goes in.
Here's a clear taken by Avila. Now here comes Ramos and Avila on the left side. Martinez looking ahead, wanting to not come off sides. A push, a scrum, and now Martinez looks to center. He may take it himself. Now clears wide right. Here's a shot on goal. Oh, just wide. That shot
Will
off
Elliott.
the foot of Will Elliott. Martinez elected not to turn around and face the goalie, and instead fed it to Elliott, who fired about a 35, 40-yard strike, but just wide left him.
And the Lions need to respond in some way. Even if you don't get the point on the board immediately, you need to start pushing offensively, start responding with some shots on goal, because for the first 7 minutes or so, it was just Southwest driving and having some dangerous opportunities, and obviously with the goal, early 1-0 lead. Up ahead, but no one there.
To Swearingen. He clears over to Swearingen. Check that. Ambrosi looks for help. Back to Swearingen. Over to Dyke. Pushed up ahead by David Flores. Here's a header. And back into the goalie's hands. Isaac Wilkins will reset. There's a steal by Kunis, looking for help. Looks to center.
Oh, just wide.
Missed. Martinez stuck out his left foot and just almost punched it in, but it sails wide left, and that was probably the best chance for scoring opportunity thus far for the Lions, Tim.
Yeah, Kunis, great pass. Martinez just unable to deflect it into the net. And Lions, though, showing some force, getting down the field now, getting some opportunities. That's what you need to do.
And that wind pushing that ball right back towards Wilkins' direction, but handled by his teammates. A lot of talk, a lot of chatter, a lot of communication, and that's really, this is the ultimate team game, as you said on our first broadcast. You don't score goals by yourself. You've got to have a team effort to talk, communicate, pass, move the ball, and that's happening vocally as well as with their feet, Tim.
Turner by the lines, it goes out on Sturgeon. That's Dyke, actually. Or I'm sorry, Ambrosi. Goes off on Ambrosi. And now the Mustangs come back again, and the speed of Arona just running down.
Dyke unable to track that ball down. And now here's a whistle. That's going to be called on Flores.
And that's going to be a yellow
card.
The ball was passed, and the slide kick occurred away from the ball. So they're going to rule a yellow card. Someone can tell Arona that the yellow card has been called, and he'll be up in a moment. And now
he's up. He saw the yellow.
But this will result in a free kick for the Mustangs just outside of the box. So another great opportunity for the Mustangs early on, already leading 1-0.
As the SAGU Lions form a four-man wall, goes over the wall and pushed out. Nice defensive play by that Swearingen on the kick out. But the Mustangs will retain possession deep in Lions territory. Now taken by the Lions. Pushed forward up ahead. Here comes Kunis. Pushes right. He's got help. He's got, I think that's Dyke. Now back over to Swearingen. On up ahead to Martinez.
Fighting for it.
Ball still live. He's double teamed. Mustangs able to clear. Good defense by the Mustangs. And there's a whistle. There's a out of bounds. Mustangs will retain possession. Boy, at this rate, there'll be lots of subs, Tim. These guys are running hard.
Yeah.
With little to no stoppage.
Speedy game early on, with the Mustangs being the quicker of the two at the moment. That's resulting in more time in Lions territory and more chances. Up ahead, broken up by Dyke.
There's a hand grab and a whistle. And
Lions.
Avila gets the call.
Galvin trying to get it away as Arona puts on pressure.
Swearingen on up ahead to Ambrosi. Ambrosi to Kunis. Strong kick up ahead now, cleared by the defense, but here comes Avila. He's got Ramos on the left, back over to Flores, resets, over to Kunis. Flores taking his time, playing cat and mouse with number 22 for the Mustangs.
The question is, which is he?
Carrasco.
Long kick up ahead, but easily headed out. The game
slowing down.
Yeah, slowing down, and I think, and that's probably what the Lions want to see, though. They don't. They lost the speed battle early. There's a chance here for Southwest.
Good defense by Dyke. Mustangs retain possession.
Here comes Jorge Arona. Shoots it up. It's rolling just wide again.
Missed.
That's the second one from Arona that's just rolled wide of the post.
They're getting good looks, Tim. Really good looks. This could easily be 3-0 right now, but
And
1-0 is the
and the
score.
ruling is going to be that it went out on SAGU. So
Corner kick.
it will be a corner kick for the Mustangs. It's going to be taken by
And again, the wind here is not blowing into
Dario
the net, so they'll have to
Espinal.
really push it forward. And here's a left-footed kick, pushed out by the goalie. Nice header clear by Elliott. Mustangs retain possession. I get stuck in the wind. Another header, this one by Dyke. Now here comes Kunis. Out to Martinez.
who's breaking free.
Scruffle.
Here we go.
He's still got possession, looking for help. Center, over to number 7, now 7.
Shoots, and it's tangled up
Ramos.
and held
That
out.
was Ramos and Sturgeon. Check that, Ramos and Sturgeon. Here comes another shot on goal. A header!
Oh!
Outstanding goal! Are you kidding me? An amazing goal!
Martinez! Are you? What a goal! How about that?
Laid out. The header.
A perfect centering pass, and Danny Martinez with the diving header equalizes this one at 1. Talk about a turn of events right there.
I think that's the goal of the season.
I
That has to be in the running for the goal of the year.
so impressive.
He just put his whole body out there, went horizontal, and just punched that ball with his head. The goalie had no shot. Great redirect. 1-1. We are tied up again.
Still some argument from the Mustangs, who were claiming he was offsides, to no avail though. And the Lions, after getting sped over early, equalize it here. And that may just be the goal to fire this team up.
Martinez showing his athletic ability as a soccer player, using all parts of his body.
Great.
That was the best play. He made a quick decision, saw the header was the right play, and executed it to perfection.
Goal in the 29th minute, Danny Martinez, and Lee Kunis with the assist. The official ruling. That goal almost took place about 10 minutes earlier. It's passed up ahead by Sturgeon. 29th minute to tie it up. Or not, I'm sorry, 15th minute. Correction coming from the official scorekeeper here at Lions Field, the 15th minute.
Wow. Just an amazing athletic ability on
And-
display from Martinez on that
And it's senior day.
circus goal.
It's senior day, and Martinez is the senior for the SAGU Lions, so it's a great way to get his last home game started. We'll have a feature interview with him at the half.
Here's a shot on goal, sails wide. Yeah, we'll take a close-up look at Martinez and his time at SAGU. Stay tuned for that at halftime here on SAGU.tv. The Lions have scored it up 1-1 against the Mustangs. And again, we probably past kickoff, I would think, out there at Wayland Baptist, right, Tim?
Yep,
So we'll be getting scored updates as we get them. We'll pass them along to you as the Lions football team is in action today.
Long kick ahead.
Ball out for the Mustangs, quickly inbound. There's a push and a call and a whistle against Flores. He doesn't like the call. He's asking the ref, what is the deal? And the deal is he committed a foul, so the Mustangs will put the ball in play.
I think that's usually the deal when you protest it.
You know, it never hurts to ask, though. Flores is wondering why. Just tell me why. I want to know.
So a long free kick here for the Mustangs, but they are dangerous.
Martinez barking orders to his teammates as a long free kick comes into play, handled by Galvin easily. And quickly now looking for Martinez. 3-on-1, but here's a clear. He's got Ramos left. Ramos looking back to center. He does center. Great defense by the Mustangs. Now set up the first, I believe the first corner kick for the Lions this afternoon. Be handled by Ramos. Put this ball in play. He does have the wind with him. He is right-footed, so this sets it perfectly for that right to left kick off the right foot right towards the goalpost. Here's the kick. It's short, and it actually sails left out of bounds, so too much wind, and the Mustangs will get possession back. Is Eduardo Manares put the ball in play for the Mustangs against the wind, and it's just going to get held up in a big hurry. Overplayed by number 4, Negrete, who scored the lone goal for the Mustangs so far today, but it is off the Lions, so near midfield, the Mustangs will put the ball in play. Dario Espinal. Here's a shot on goal, and a great save! A great save by Galvin. Shot on goal by number 10, Jorge Orona, who had the assist in the first goal, had a good clean shot, but Galvin there slips to his right, dives, pushes it out of harm's way. But the Mustangs back on the attack again.
And you can't afford to give up a goal right now. When you just got the momentum back off of the huge header to tie it up, you want to keep it that way for a little while to take the lead.
Everyone ahead for the Lions on defense. Only Martinez is near midfield, looking to cherry pick in case the goalie grabs a quick kick attempt towards his area. Vega trying to work on Kunis. Kunis handles that one.
Goes out, and it will stay with the Mustangs.
Vega, Gustavo Vega resets. Back into play over to Negrete. Negrete's getting pressure from Ramos. Ramos steals it. Up ahead to Martinez. Martinez clears, looks left. He's got Ramos. No offsides called. Sturgeon up far to the right. He's looking for Sturgeon. He has Sturgeon, who's surrounded by a bunch of red jerseys, and they're able to clear out that quick offensive spurt. Love the speed, Tim. Love that quick defense to offensive move you're seeing from the Lions.
Yeah, it's something you got to have to combat. It's a good way to combat a Southwest team who's coming up so quickly. If you can catch them off guard, then that's going to be crucial in keeping this an even ball game and possibly taking the lead.
Here comes Carrasco on the attack again. Overplayed by the Mustangs.
They're not live updating. They said they were going to, but they're not. So.
It's a shot on goal, and it sails wide right. The wind caught that one and just pushed it off. Galvin, not happy about something.
I think he's just
setup.
I think he's just upset that the Mustangs are getting these chances. They're getting these shots. Like I said, and with a wind like this, you don't know what kind of tricks are going to be played with it. So I think he's just asking his team to please limit the amount of shots that he's having to see.
Please, take it easy on me. Another ball affected by the wind, pushed out ahead by Kunis. Sturgeon. Swearingen. Now here's Dyke again. He clears out to Kunis. Kunis out to Elliott, and a whistle. Elliott's down. And a free kick from near midfield for the Lions. As we are 1-1 on an early goal at 5:24 from Edgar Negrete, and then perhaps the goal of the year, at least athletically and for style points, from the senior Danny Martinez, coming at the 15-12 mark.
And that really was huge, because right after that goal to make it 1-0, The Mustangs were pushing, had some opportunities to make it, to stretch that lead to 2, maybe even 3 if they could have converted on the first. Lions weathered that, and now we're just at a knotted up game here in the first half.
And Avila called for a whistle. Be a free kick for Eduardo Menares. I'm not sure what that call was. It was right in front of us. Looked like just maybe a brief push off, but whistle called against Avila. So Mustangs put the ball in play. Strong kick. Cleared out by Flores. Martinez looks for it, tries to retain possession. No whistle. Looks like he was pushing the back a little bit. It's a nice stop by Dyke.
Very good considering Jorge Arona was right behind him, ready for the pass. Another pass up the middle here, and that's just gonna roll harmlessly out of bounds. And Cesar Galvin will collect it and
let it go.
Get to kick it away.
The winds have definitely picked up here at Lions Field. Considerably so, more so than the women's game a couple of hours ago.
Pass up.
Puts the ball in
Gotta
play.
be careful here. Mustangs putting a rush on. Trying to quickly surround it, and they will collect the ball.
Here comes Ramos over to Sturgeon. And it's going to sail way out of bounds past our camera booth area. We'll reset as now a cloud gives us a slight break from the sun. Real sunny day here at Lions Field.
Definitely different from last week when rain drenched Lumpkin Stadium 4 or 5 times, driving a lot of the homecoming crowd away into the cars and under the awnings, and even our cameras under the awnings. Definitely a much more beautiful day here in Waxahachie.
And speaking of cameras, I did want to mention the rest of our awesome student crew on hand today. Britta Johnson, Junior Bryant, Nathan Ward, Mallory Arzola, and David Yonker, joining their student director, BJ Roybal, along with our executive producer, John Cookman, to bring you this broadcast on SAGU.tv, an outstanding student crew. Some of the best in the business, and the NAIA, the leader in high-definition internet streaming broadcasting, right here, SAGU.tv.
Ball being collected by the sidelines. Lions possession.
Sturgeon puts the ball in play. He surveys the field. Back to Flores. Flores over to Avila. Back to Dyke, the defender.
It's taken away by the
Slight
Mustangs.
miscue there, right.
And they're just testing that long middle pass. They've done it 2 or 3 times now. That's how they were breaking it open early, was passing it long up the middle and finding a way to get through on the through ball there. But the past few times they've been able to, the Lions that is, have been able to come up and collect it before any damage could be done.
Number 9, Joel Ramirez, checked in at the game a few moments ago for the Lions.
Ball is headed out of play, and the Mustangs will retain possession.
Elliott
Martinez
clears.
coming
Now
up to get the
Martinez.
ball.
Here comes the speedster.
And
Nice footwork, but just too many red Mustangs around for Martinez to handle. And now a whistle, and it's going to be whistled against Martinez on a slide. Slide kick called, appeared to be the call. The Mustangs will push the ball ahead on the left side now, looking to center. Mirrored by Swearingen. Now cleared by Dyke. Martinez looking for a miscue. Mustangs recover. Ramirez gave chase. Flores heads it back to the goalkeeper, Cesar Galvin. Huge boot with the wind. And here comes the sun again, and here come the Mustangs. A trip, no call by Jorge Arona. He's got a shot on goal. Now he centers, gives it up. Here comes Arona again.
And it's offside.
It's an offside. Arona offside. He should have taken the shot on goal. He had a clear shot and elected to pass it center to number 25, Dario Espinal, but I think that may have been a mistake, Tim.
Yeah.
From our angle, it looked like he had a clear shot.
He had a clear shot against Galvin, but I think he saw the opportunity to pass it up. Didn't work though. He got the pass afterwards, but he was just too far off sides. Lions dodge another bullet there.
Indeed. Indeed. Very dangerous play. Out of bounds, the Lions will retain possession. Impressed by the Mustangs' offensive spurts, Tim. They really can put pressure on that defense. And this defense is no slouch either. We have a very good defense for the Lions. But Mustangs, here they come again. A lot of time being spent on this side of the field.
Good pass up the middle. Look out. And
offensive player and a whistle, and number 11 is down, Eduardo Menares.
And that's
writhing in pain, and I don't think he's faking it.
And that's going to be a PK right there. As a very good pass from Arona. Gets it up the middle to Eduardo Menares. He gets brought down.
Who kicked him.
And he gets brought down inside the box. And so, for the moment, this is going to be a penalty kick. Tied 1-1, and it's going to be Jorge Arona to take it. Going head-to-head against Cesar Galvin. Critical moment here in the first half of the game, knotted up at 1.
Arona versus Galvin. And the ball's moving in the wind, so Arona will reset the ball to his liking. Now, what do you do here if you're a Galvin? Do you guess before the kick, Tim, or you'd have to wait for that moment when it's hit at this speed?
Too much to think about.
Oh, and he puts it in the left side. Takes a grounder all the way through, doesn't bother going in the air, and Arona, 1 assist, now 1 goal, puts the Mustangs up 2-1.
Yeah, Galvin he leaned right and read the ball was going left a bit leaned left and read the ball was going right too late. Tried to readjust and was unable to. The ball goes into the left corner, and the Mustangs are back up 2-1.
At that distance, at that speed, it is must be so hard to stop.
It's
an experienced, collegiate level striker.
Yeah, definitely very difficult job that Galvin was faced with there. And the Mustangs back up 2-1 on the penalty kick. It's now tasked back to the Lions offense to put this back as a 2-2 ball game. They had some opportunities, but couldn't strike, and now the Mustangs take advantage of theirs.
Number 26 checking into the game for the Mustangs.
Yeah, a number of substitutions coming in. I believe Ben Cole checked in for the Lions just a moment ago. Goal in the 29th minute by Jorge Arona to make it 2-1. Kick back to Galvin.
Sails clear out of bounds. Also into the game for the Lions, number 18, Carlos Gonzalez is checked in. Here come the Mustangs again, well defended by Cole and Avila, out of bounds.
And that's going to be a corner for the Mustangs again. Mustangs doing a good job of keeping those corners coming. It's going to be Dario Espinal trying to build upon a 2-1 University of the Southwest lead.
Again, the wind will not be with him. He'll have to push into the wind from the left side. Headed off by SAGU, another header by Gonzalez. Mustangs still launching an attack, keeping the ball Oh, now here's a clearing out by Ramirez, and he pushes forward looking for Martinez. I'm not sure you can track that one down, Tim. He's fast, but not that fast.
He's fighting for it.
He does get it. And then flipped end over end, and is there a whistle?
Nope, no whistle.
Nothing called. Martinez not happy about that. No call, and here comes Swearingen. Over. Not a whistle. Over to Ben Cole. Referee's talking about who should retain possession, it appears, Tim. I'm not sure what the...
Or perhaps who should be taking the official kick here.
Right.
Still some
So,
discussion
conference, not really on the mound, but a conference.
You don't usually see
You're out of bounds.
You don't usually see this in soccer. You don't usually see a conference between the referees. And it seems like, well, whatever's been discussed has been decided. The Lions will have a free kick.
Taken by Lee Kunis. Got the wind at his back. Although, it's a real tight window here with a handful of Mustangs and Lions just beyond the goal. We're not sure what the holdup is at this point. Obviously, the refs aren't ready to begin play again, so we'll wait and see as the Mustangs jump out in front 2-1 on a quick strike from Jorge Arona, who had an assist earlier in the game at the 5:24 mark. And I think all the chess pieces are in place now, Tim, so I think still some discussion from the referee near the goal. This is highly unusual for this much stoppage with no obvious reason. Have you ever seen anything like this before in a soccer game?
Not on a kick this far out. That doesn't seem to be that crucial.
Here comes that kick.
Oh, and headed away.
Headed away. James Swearingen just angled his head attempt the wrong way. He was looking to put in the top right corner of the net, but just a bit wide. And so all that hurry up and waiting, and Mustangs will get the ball back near their goal. Looks to be about 40 to 50 people here, Tim, supporting the Lions. That's a good turnout.
Yep. Limited seating,
stands
obviously.
are pretty full.
Good following of fans. Passionate, just like soccer in most of America. It may be small, but it's a passionate following.
Right.
And this soccer team's got a very passionate following that grew a lot last year when the Lions hosted the Central Region tournament here at SAGU and swept their way through and stunned their way to a tournament victory.
Another shot, sails left. Tough to kick in that wind up in the air when the wind's going that far against you when the ball is moving east to west. So Galvin will put the ball back in play for the Lions.
Winning banners will always get you fans. There's a banner hanging in the Schaefer Center now.
Yes, it will.
For the SAGU Lions, and there's, you know, fans like their teams, but they like it when their teams win too, and that can get you a big following.
Here comes Kunis, tripped up by Eduardo Menares. He's whistled. Kunis quickly will put the ball back in play. He's got Martinez down near the goal. And now here comes Elliott in the middle. So Kunis sets his players. Martinez giving some signs. Oh, a nice defensive head by number 15 for the Mustangs. That's Robert Garcia.
And that will go out, and I believe it's going to be a corner kick for the Lions.
Indeed. Now here's where you've got the wind aiding you. The wind is moving in the direction of how the corner kick would be angled. Let's see who's going to kick that. It's going to be Sturgeon.
So yeah, this is one of those times where you can almost kick it directly into the wind, and it might be able to curve it back.
Curve back in by itself into the net. And Sturgeon is a left-footed kicker, so lines up perfectly for this corner kick, and here it comes. It looks good. Oh, sails a bit too wide. And Will Elliott upset with himself as he was trying to head that in, but it just, the air on that soccer ball just kept it floating and out of bounds. Mustangs will take back over again. Be sure to like us on Facebook. If you're near, well, of course, you're near a computer you're watching, but open up a new window and like us on Facebook. Check out our other highlight videos that Mr. Tim Roberts has put together for us. Volleyball, football.
Chance here, ball wrestled in by the goalie though. Isaac Wilkins. And we'll have highlights of today put up.
There's a ball that goes about
Monday.
50 yards in the air and about 30 yards total on the ground. The wind just gobbled that one up.
Look out, Arona pursuing
Here
after this
comes
one.
Dyke looking for
breaks it
help.
up. That's
Out of
out
bounds.
Off of the Mustangs.
Avila puts the ball back in play. Headed off by the Mustangs. Now stolen. Oh, and number 4 goes airborne, Edgar Negrete.
And that's
a yellow card issued, I believe, to number 12, who had just inbounded the ball. Is that correct?
I believe that. It seemed to be in the vicinity of Will Elliott. I couldn't tell exactly.
Could be Elliott or Avila. And he looks like he may have landed on his head.
Yeah.
He is not getting up. He's saying get someone else to sub in. He is not going to be good to go for a few minutes.
Yeah, that was a hard slide. Took out his ankles and sent him airborne.
Did a forward flip.
And the Lions with their second yellow card of the first half now. Down 2-1 as we have a stoppage in play here due to the injury.
It was Elliott. Okay, well, there were so many players in that scrum. It was actually Elliott who landed near Edgar Negrete and sent him literally head over heels.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you hate to see that.
Yeah. Negrete scored the first goal of the game to make this 1-0.
And Negrete on his feet now, limbers off the field. Jordan Smith into the game for the Mustangs, and we'll hope Negrete returns back to play. You hate to see someone hurt like that on the
Especially a player who's showing a lot of speed, a lot of talent.
play.
As the Mustangs hold a 2-1 lead at the moment. Under 10 minutes left here in the first half. And a free kick coming here for the Mustangs. Into a hurricane.
Basically handled by Galvin. And now Galvin looking ahead. He's got Joel Ramirez to the right. He's got Martinez left. He finds Martinez. Martinez has the speed to chase it down, and he will get to it. Now looking for help. Looks to center, does so. And the wind will just carry that right out of bounds. And Tim, are they going to call this Lions ball?
It looks like it's going to be a Lions corner. Lions corner.
Sturgeon, who's the left-footed kicker, so he takes the right side corner kicks. So a chance for the Lions to even this up. Here comes the kick. It's shorter.
It's on.
Oh! A great stop off a header by one of the Lions, and a nice grab and stop by the goalie, Isaac Wilkins.
What a save by Wilkins. Keeping this a 2-1 game for the Mustangs.
Here comes Avila, surveys the field. Looks left, throws it left, and overshot looking for Carlos Gonzalez, out of bounds. Mustangs take the ball in right near midfield. now a whistle. Back over to Vega. Vega to Hernandez. Hernandez looking up ahead. Now waits, now kicks. He's got someone in off the head, looked like of Dyke. Great defense.
Cross.
Nice. Nice header
no,
out by
change it.
Swearingen. Or by Avila. And the ball goes out of bounds. And Galvin will put the ball back in play for the Lions as we near, it's got to be close to 5 minutes, Tim. Maybe you've got a better check on the clock than I do. But it's getting close.
You can tell the folks at home that
it's not on right
now.
No,
the scoreboard is on, just the sun is glaring so bright that the tiny LEDs don't beam at all. So we're flying blind on what time it is. You folks at home probably know better than us because you got the scoreboard provided to you by the SAGU Sports Live crew. So a little bit of dramatic irony. You know the score and we don't. Enjoy, it's sports.
Facebook us. Facebook us. We'll check our Facebooks in the game. You tell us how much time left in the game. The ball heads back towards midfield. Headed back and forth now. Oh, a nice play by Swearingen. Handled by the Mustangs defense. Now looking ahead. Here's a slide kick attempt by Gonzalez. Avila looks to save it, can't do so.
We've got the check, about 6 minutes left.
That was close. I guess 5. My intuition is not far off. Oh, off someone's face it looked like. Number 8.
Goes out and the Lions will have the ball as time winds down on the first half, trailing 2-1.
Avila. Back over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez loses possession of it. There's a push off by Vega, nothing called. Vega with the ball again. Now here comes Swearingen on up ahead to Kunis. Kunis slips by one defender, slips by 2 defenders, and now a whistle, and he's grabbing his right knee or shin, and the yellow card comes up.
Angel Hernandez is going to get that yellow.
Kunis with a burst of energy, slipped by one defender, was going by a second one. The second one committed that penalty. That'll be a yellow flag right there near midfield. Hope Kunis is okay. He's limping, but we'll see if he can walk that off, Tim.
Yeah, so 3rd yellow of the half total. First on the Mustangs. It is on Angel Hernandez officially. So the Lions now with a chance to establish, but the ball will roll out. So Mustangs will take over.
He went airborne too, Tim. Not quite as much as the Mustang player did, but he caught some air on that one.
Not nearly as much as the ball will roll out of bounds.
Gonzalez will throw it in. He's got Sturgeon. Sturgeon back to Gonzalez. Handled correctly, back to Sturgeon.
Taken away by the Mustangs and pushed quickly back in. That strike is still there for the Mustangs to quickly move up the field.
Gonzalez shadows the offensive player, Vega. Here comes Avila. Avila takes it away, over to Gonzalez. Martinez is up ahead. Can he chase it down? I don't think he's that fast. We'll see.
And he's able to say, no, it goes out. Disappeared for a moment, he'd been able to save it.
Martinez is quick. Very impressive speed by the senior, which we'll meet in an up-close video, halftime feature. Be sure to stay tuned for that here at SAGU.TV as halftime is just minutes away, with the Mustangs holding a 2-1 edge against the Lions, who really need to win this game. It's a must win. Left-footed boot, sails right. cleared by the Mustangs, now handled by Elliott, who's been issued a yellow card a few moments ago. No whistle. There's a whistle now on Gonzalez's boot. Gonzalez will get a free kick. Vegas on the foul. Gonzalez elects to give it to Avila. Avila over to Kunis. Surveys the field, looking for help. Spins back. Taken away by the Mustangs.
Three minutes now left in the first half. Time winding down. Lions trying to equalize it before the end of the period. But at the very least, trying to keep it from going down by 2. I think that's more important than finding the equalizer. You got 45 minutes to find the equalizer after the half. 45 minutes down by 2 would be a very tough concept, as Martinez will pursue on this one, but it'll be safely collected back to the goalie.
Martinez has such a long stride, Tim. When he runs,
he makes it
I
look,
think part of his strength is his stride is so long.
He makes it look effortless. He runs he's such a fast player, but he doesn't look like he's chugging hard. Doesn't look he's just, churning for it. He looks like he's just gliding and moving.
Yep, that's it. It's that long stride equals less numbers of steps, which equals a faster time to get to a ball he's trying to chase down. But we'll hope he can get on the board. Already has one scoring, a phenomenal heading goal already, a header goal. And he'll look to get on the board again here to put the Lions back in a tie.
Push here. It'll go wide. There's a whistle. And I believe it's going to be on the Lions, so the Mustangs will take over possession right inside their box.
Kick our way. Gonzalez looks to trap it. He does. Shadowed by
stolen away.
Mustang, now
opportunity
stolen
for the Mustangs.
Here's a center. Here's a shot on goal, and it sails wide left. Lady Lions, 1-0 victory today, just a few hours ago here at Lions Field to stay in the playoff hunt. And the men looking to equal that win. And now we are under 1 minute left in the first half. And Galvin will look for one last surge to put the ball in play. The wind at his back. Here's the kick. It's a big one. It's going to go out of bounds, and no one touched that ball. So Mustangs will retain possession with just seconds left in the first half. And they hold a 2-1 lead. First goal by Edgar Negrete. Goal number 2, a penalty kick by Jorge Orona, has put the Mustangs up ahead 2-1. And Coach Clem giving instruction on the field to Will Elliott. Ramirez looking for help. And Tim, we've reached halftime.
Yep, that's it. As the Mustangs strike twice, the Lions strike once, and the score 2-1 at the half. We'll be back with first half stats and player spotlight interviews after this.
The Lions trailed 2-1 against the Mustangs of University of the Southwest in a tightly contested game, and wind is playing a factor as well, Tim.
Yeah, wind's been blowing pretty strong out here. The Lions able to get that crucial equalizer, but unable to tie it up after the PK.
Some yellow cards issued as well already today.
So it's been a very hard contested game, and I'm sure we expect the same going into the second half as both these teams need this win. Well, we sat down earlier this week with our senior, Danny Martinez, playing his last game here at home. Already has an amazing header. I don't know, maybe his best looking goal of his career here. It's hard to rate those things very clearly, but we have the interview with Danny Martinez now as we look back at a retrospective of his time here at SAGU.
Martinez, the most popular Spanish surname in America, means God of War. However, this season, senior captain Danny Martinez brings much more meaning to the name.
Although a key player to the team now, his journey to this position wasn't always conventional.
After stepping away from the game for 2 years, Martinez came back with a newfound passion and love for the game.
It allowed me to value the sport a lot more. When I was here, I kind of just was like, okay, I'm playing, you know, it's getting me into school, and now it's actually a passion within me. It allowed me to value it so much to where, you know, I knew when I would get back, I was gonna put in my best work, so.
That passion has driven Danny to create a culture of camaraderie within the team, a bond that extends beyond the pitch.
We're very close, as we call it a brotherhood, but from all 24, 25 guys that are on the team, we all know each other very well, we all hang out with each other, and that reflects a lot on the field with how we play and the style of play that we play. So.
The senior forward is not only Southwestern's all-time scoring champ, but named All-American last season. He obtained the highest honor a SAGU soccer player has ever received from the NCCAA.
Into the left bottom corner, and the Lions take a 2-1 lead off the sure foot of Danny Martinez.
I feel like my strengths are just, I'm a smart player on the field, so it seems like I'm not gonna be moving a lot, but in a way I do. I move a lot, I find my openings, and when I do find my chances, I get them done and I score goals. So.
The strengths don't stop there. Ever since he was young, Martinez knew that he had been gifted with a voice that he now uses to lead fellow SAGU students into worship.
My passion, I love worship. Ever since I was a kid, my mom has had me sing specials in church, and there was a point in my life where I didn't like to sing. I hated singing till God gave me a big call in my life that I was going to be leading worship. I feel like I can't breathe without doing it, you know? So it's a big part of my life.
Not only is he a leader in chapel worship, but also on the field.
I love to be able to lead a group of guys into the field and just introduce something more than just soccer. My passion is to be a pastor as well. Kind of, in a way, God said, you know, if you can't lead a group of 23 guys, you know, into something greater than just playing the sport of soccer, then how are you going to do it to, you know, a group of people that maybe don't even know about Christ?
To Martinez, soccer is more than just a game. It's about leaving a legacy for the players to follow.
I'm a very calm and happy player when I'm on the pitch, when I'm playing. You know, it takes a lot. I mean, I'm not angry and I don't lose my head, so I hope they see that, you know, regardless if I'm getting, you know, beat up on the field and, you know, players are coming in as physical as possible. I keep my head, you know, always remembering why I play.
Thank you, Bianca. A great piece on Danny Martinez. We'll look to see if he can score some more goals today as the Lions trail 2-1, but he has the one lone goal for the Lions today thus far, Tim.
Yeah, had the great goal, amazing, literally vertical header, so that was absolutely amazing. Equalized the game. He keeps Lions in the position they are right now. As you see, senior day taking place behind us. Lions honoring 3 of their seniors today. Danny Martinez, of course, being one of those. So let's look at some first half stats here. University of Southwest leads in total shots 11-8. Shots on goal, they lead 7-2. So the Lions only 2 shots on goal, one of those successful goal. 8 fouls on SAGU, only 7 on the Mustangs. 3 corner kicks for SAGU and 2 for Southwest. Martinez leads the way for SAGU for 3 shots, and of course Jorge Arona with a PK goal, but also 4 shots on goal besides that. He had some very close ones, and really this game's 2-1, but it's not hard to say that the Lions could be in a lot more trouble had a few of those kicks been a bit more direct.
There's been about 4 or 5 shots have whizzed right by the goal. Not clean shots, but shots nevertheless, which tells you the Mustangs are playing great offense today.
Yeah, they're a fast team, they're playing great up front, and so the Lions will need to keep on weathering that. They talked about how this year, we saw in the interview earlier, how Cesar Galveston about how to finish games, they have to finish teams off. And that's what they have to do right now. They're down 2-1. They're in a tough situation. They have to come back, at least forced overtime, try to win this game. Most importantly, as this game weathers on and you're playing a team that's this fast, this quick, you have to finish them. You have to play hard all the way to the end.
We're honoring 3 seniors today: David Flores, James Swearingen, and also we mentioned Danny Martinez. So 3 seniors receiving accolades and cheers from the crowd here at Lions Field today. So congratulations to those 3 men. Thanks for your contributions to the SAGU soccer legacy.
Yep, so we're going to take a quick break and be right back with Second half action.
Coming right up here.
Here on the SAGU Sports Network.
Stay with us. Come back to Lions Field. Your Lions trail 2-1. Look to get things turned around in the second half. Tim, Facebook page available for folks to like. We've crossed 100 today, didn't we?
Yeah.
Or last couple of days, we crossed 100.
Maybe Friday, we crossed 100. So go make sure and go and like us. Facebook.com/SAGU Sports Live. Live interviews, you know, highlights of each game up there. Well, obviously this is a big game for the Lions. They need to win to keep any sort of playoff hopes alive. We sat down with one of the Lions players this week, again, to kind of talk about what it would mean to keep it alive, try to recapture that Central Region Championship.
I'm here with Jonathan Ramos, right mid for the SAGU men's soccer team. What has been the highlight of your athletic career thus far at SAGU?
It would have to be winning the regional champion. That was a great memory from last year, and we're pressing on. We're trying to achieve greater things this year, and everything is possible.
What do you think that it's going to take for you and the team to make it to nationals this year?
I think that we just have to finish the games out and actually put everything we have for the next 3 games.
And we're set to begin the second half of play after honoring 3 of our seniors, David Flores, James Swearingen, and the star of the team, you have to say the star at this point of his career, Danny Martinez. So hats off to those 3 as players from both sides come back out to the field, and we will resume the second half of play with the Lions looking to even this game. They're down 2-1, but Mustangs look good on offense. They could be tough to handle. You talk about adjustments at halftime. Tim, what adjustments do you think the Lions will make during the second half of play?
Well, I think the key thing you have to look at is we talked about earlier, that defense to offense transition, making it happen quickly. The Mustangs have that really fast offense that can get down the field in a hurry. If you can turn that back, if you can judo that, to basically coin a phrase, to basically turn from defense to offense really quickly, that can really reverse the play, and you can have a shot like you did when you got that goal down there earlier. So it's just a matter of quickly recovering after the quick bursts of the Mustangs.
Well, the Lions now have the wind against them beginning the second half of play, so slight advantage for the Mustangs, who hold a 2-1 advantage. And we're about to kick off the second half of play here at Lions Field. And we are waiting for scores to come in from the football field. Several hours away with Wayland Baptist. As we get those, we'll pass those along to you as soon as we know a score.
Yeah, we did receive an official update at the half from our SID, and the official update is that there is no update from the score. So you can check that game out, though. I believe they should be live scoring somewhere. If you have internet access, you'll be able to check in on that as SAGU football tries to make it 2 straight wins and move back to 3 and 4 in the year. Up there, Danny Martinez with a breakaway.
This could be good. Oh, that's a great stop. How did Martinez not put that away? It was a great stop by the goalie. Isaac Wilkins came out and challenged Martinez about 25 yards in front of the goal. Hats off to a great heads-up play, challenging the best player on the Lions team, which was an obvious breakaway goal attempt.
That's exactly what the Lions needed, coming out in the first minute with an absolute fire like that, getting a breakaway. And unfortunately, the play of the goalie nullified Martinez's shot at a second goal on the game.
I think 7 out of 10 times Martinez scores on a goal like that.
Oh, yeah.
On a goal attempt like that.
Yeah, I think he got the ball a bit too far ahead of him, and it was just an excellent play by the goalie, a gamble by the goalie, instead of playing back and trying to defend the goal. So here comes the Lions quickly again, trying to equalize this one early in the second half.
That was about 20 seconds into the second half, and Martinez, a clear shot. He took an extra small kick to give himself some extra space, and that extra kick pushed forward allowed Wilkins to grab it and just really put his head at risk as Martinez was about to kick the ball, and Wilkins just dove for the ball and covered it up. And now Martinez having to exit the game. Looks like he might be bleeding or something.
The rule is no blood on the jersey. That is very similar rule of basketball. You have to exit the game if there is blood. I don't know where the blood would have come from. But
now, does that count as an official substitution, or
I don't believe so. It did not appear to be official. It's by request of the officials, so I don't believe that counts as an official substitution on the game. They'll just bring Martinez out and try to clean his jersey off
Our sideline reporter, Bianca Alarcon, has done the research. It's a bloody nose.
Bloody nose. Well, hopefully
you
get that patched up and get the jersey cleaned off as Martinez gets a quick dry cleaning job on the sideline.
Meanwhile, Dyke looking to negotiate out of trouble. Ball out of bounds, and Dyke looking for a different call. Not happy about that, and it's going to be Mustang's ball. Are they going to call that a corner kick, Tim? Nope, not quite. They'll be throwing, but it's near the corner kick area. Huge throw, and the wind just carried that one right out of bounds, close to out of bounds. Just barely stays in. Now a fight for it, and now it's going to be out of bounds. Kickoff by number 4 Ambrosi, and Mustangs will retain possession of this soccer field, of the soccer ball at their end of the field. Martinez ready to check back in now, checks in with the referee. We'll look to see if he comes back in the next few moments. As the Mustangs throw it in again.
That's not the player you want absent from the game, down by 1. He almost had the equalizer just a moment ago.
And here comes Martinez again. In for Gonzalez. He's fine. He's patched up. Lions back with their best player in the field on the field. Now Galvin is going to have a tough time kicking it into this wind. Don't expect this to go too far. And there it is. It gets caught up in a hurry. Out of bounds. It'll be Lions ball. So who determines who hosts the NCCAA tournament, or the tournament that the Lions won last year? How do you determine who hosts that every year?
I believe it goes the same way most tournaments do. People put in different submissions, and they kind of rotate it through the different, basically the different teams that would usually play in that conference, that tournament. So Lions got off easy last year because when you host it, you get an automatic berth. You automatically get the berth. That's how the women made it. They didn't have enough to qualify last year, but they made it and actually had a stunning win in the first round.
Right.
So they had a stunning shootout win and proved their case for why they should be there for certain. So it's just kind of a rotating thing. SAGU's played host to a number of tournaments, obviously last year, the NCCAA regional tournament. Every year, SAGU hosts the Red River Conference basketball tournament. And this year, actually, the Schaefer Center will be hosting the NCCAA Central Region Volleyball Tournament, a tournament that our Lady Lions may very well be in.
Now here's a steal, and a kick wide left from Chris Kakaku. Wide left. Galvin put the ball back in play for the Lions. I think that name may be Hawaiian. I'm not sure. It's got a spelling that looks like it's Hawaiian.
There's two apostrophes.
Maybe I mispronounced it.
Well, there's two apostrophes. There's two apostrophes, so I think that's a good sign of a native Hawaiian name. I didn't know you could put that many apostrophes in a name without it being possessive. A little grammar joke for everybody.
Here comes Ambrosi, and a kick and push to the ground is James Swearingen, the senior. The Lions retain possession. That wind really becoming a factor now. Sturgeon tries to play keep away to himself, and he's still fighting for the ball. Near midfield, Sturgeon, the sure-footed striker, midfielder, and now up ahead to Martinez.
Shot from out.
Shot wide on goal and sails wide left.
Good look by Martinez, though, passing it back to Sturgeon. And the shot, or actually no, that was Will Elliott, the shot. It just went left of the goal.
Isaac Wilkins wasn't sure, so he didn't take a chance and dove, but the ball had no chance to go in the net. But never better be safe than sorry, and he dove and kind of fell to the ground on his way to retaining a ball that clearly sailed out of bounds. Now here comes the Lions, and that's a trip. No whistle.
Well, I didn't see the trip over any particular player. It appeared to be just kind of on his own.
Give a yellow card to the field. It was the field's fault. Now here come the Mustangs. Eduardo Linares.
Nice break up by Elliott.
Away by Elliott. Kunis give chase. Up ahead, left side. Lions fight for it. They have it. Looking ahead.
Martinez offside.
Offsides. Almost wasn't, barely was. Flag goes up. Mustangs ball.
Martinez playing very aggressively forward. Looking to
big kick with the wind. Headed off by Swearingen. Now Ambrosi unable to handle that. It'll be Mustangs ball. Coach Clem barking orders to his Lions.
I think they know how critical moment it is. We mentioned how in the women's game, that 1-0 lead, how critical it was that Southwest not fall behind by 2. And the same thing for the Lions right now. You really can't afford to have a mental lapse and find yourself down 3-1. You need to keep this within striking distance.
Absolutely.
Where one well-placed shot can send you into overtime and just put it up to anybody's game at that point.
Kunis up ahead to Martinez. Martinez able to handle it in. Now he looks for centering help. He's got Ambrosi to the right. Unable to clear it out from the defender, number 4, Edgar Negrete. Good to see him back in the game after sustaining a pretty brutal injury in the first half. Scored the first goal for the Mustangs at the 5:24 mark of the first half. The Mustangs have led and tied ever since. Here come the Lions. Here comes Sturgeon. Some fancy footwork there from Peter. Up ahead to Kunis. Martinez makes sure he stays back so he's not getting an offsides call. All ball out of bounds. I think the Lions will retain coverage, and they do. Retain possession. Ramos. It's going to stay down at this end of the field. So the Lions have a chance, at least a chance here, to put the ball in play. Martinez down low. Ambrosi joins him in the box. So a good chance for the Lions to put an attempt on goal here, as we're several minutes into the second half. Sturgeon will throw it in. Headed off by number 11, Eduardo Linares, but now handled near midfield by the Lions. Over to Sturgeon. Looking ahead for help. Waiting, now kicking. It's going to be Ambrosi. Martinez calling for it in the middle. Ambrosi works the defender, left, now right, back left. Now looks to center, he does. Good defense by the Mustangs, now cleared out by Dario Espinal. Looks up ahead. Up to Nick Kapua. Kapua shifts right, the speedster. He's got room. To the middle, he's got Jorge Arona. Looks to center. In trouble. Lions are able to clear. Good defense, Tim, by the Lions. Want a quick offensive turnaround negating from the Mustangs.
Yeah, that could have turned into an opportunity very easily, but the Lions negated any chance. Locked it down in the corner.
Mustangs on the march again, looking to add to a 2-1 lead. We are 33 minutes in. 33 minutes remain. I checked it. 33 minutes remain in the game. Now here's ahead.
Martinez
no offside
won't get
call.
to it.
No offside call. Didn't get to it. And Isaac Wilkins able to grab that, put it back in play. Out to Garcia. Up ahead near midfield to Espinal. Linares looks back near midfield. They look to reset. A push, no call. Now a steal. Can Martinez track it down? He does. Check it out. This could happen. And it does! A goal by Martinez! It happens right on cue. Danny, goal number 2. It ties the score. 2-2.
Danny Martinez making senior day count right now. His second goal of the game slices through the middle. And it's a whole new ball game here. It's the Lions strike. Danny Martinez. His last home game, last game at Lions Field, and he has 2 goals.
Perfect day to end your career on senior day. 2 goals, keep your team in the game.
They're on
a mini breakaway, and he capitalizes this time.
Yeah, he's had all the major Lions shots, all the major Lions chances. So we want to give a shout out to Salvador from the University of Southwest, tuning into the game from Lions Field right now. So getting to enjoy the double action of seeing it live and hearing us and watching us live on the iPhone or the mobile app. You can watch that anywhere. SAGU TV goes with you wherever you can go as we come through all the mobile apps and all the computers you can imagine as the ball sails high on the corner kick.
Here's a shot on goal.
It's high. And now the Lions, time for the defense to stand up. They've been doing a good job really since the initial first goal. The second goal, of course, came on essentially just too much defense, too strong a defense inside the box for the penalty kick. Besides that, Lions defense has been looking good. You got to task them now with keeping the score where it is, keeping their season alive. Little short kick up to Dyke.
Cleared by Galvin. Martinez just looks like he's going to score a goal, doesn't he? When he has a breakaway, he's got that look in his eye and his body language, just total control of the ball, baits the goalie, gets the clearing, and puts it right in.
It's his power that you can see evident in his body structure and how he runs, but it's how light he is on his feet. It feels like he can just glide off the ground. He really is probably the best soccer player that SAGU's ever seen, and you can always tell. We noted in the last game, anytime he touches the ball on the opponent's side of the field, the crowd,
there it is again.
An edge comes over.
Oh,
you feel like if he can touch it, it's like it's the same feeling that comes over baseball fans when the best batter comes up with men on first, second, and third, or the feeling a great team has when the quarterback takes the field down by 3 with 2 minutes left.
Like my beloved Peyton Manning. Go ahead, keep going, keep going.
Wasn't necessarily talking about Peyton Manning, but okay.
Now, my executive producer would beg to differ with me. He is a die-hard Patriots. In fact, he just gave me a death look. So I don't want to say the TV word, but he's not a bad quarterback either.
Ball is saved.
Great save by Ambrosi. Now looking ahead, Martinez calling for it, and the wind just picked that one up and dropped it right down in his lap. And push to the ground, no call.
Throws over
Are you kidding me? Number 15, Robert Garcia, just pushed Martinez to the ground. Ambrosi, now another shove in the back, and now we get a card. A flag, it could be a card, at least a flag.
Yelling from both sides over what should be happening here.
Gustavo with a push moments after Martinez was pushed. And the referees are having a conference to see how they're going to rule this.
Ambrosi gets up though, and it's going to be Lee Kunis with a free kick, not too far off from a corner kick territory. Getting the official ruling on the goal now. Martinez from Ramos. Sound familiar? Ramos with 2 assists now. I'm sorry. Kunis was the first assist. So, Ramos with assist. Martinez with the second goal on the game. Leading the way for the Lions, not only this game, but this season. As the free kick opportunity is pushed out by the Mustangs, trying to regain the momentum they had most of the first half and really throughout the first part of the second half.
It's a whole new ball game. Now it's 28 minutes left. It's 2-2. Lions are now in position to win this game. They keep the pressure on, give Martinez another look or two, and you could see the Lions walking away with a victory here in Lions Field today. And the momentum has definitely shifted. You can feel it. There's more movement. There's a faster pace from the purple and white. Well, the red are fighting strong, the Mustangs, but this is definitely taking shape. Oh, and a great save.
It's hard to tell where that ball is going, but Galvin takes no chance with it, swats it out. And actually, I believe, by the way the players are trotting back, it won't be counted even as a deflection. The ball was already out of bounds before he touched it, so it will not be a corner for the Mustangs. Instead, it'll be a goalie kick for the Lions.
I was saying this game is shaping up to have a great end to it, Tim. 2-2. At this point, you're going to have both teams furiously fighting for that goal when you get down to 2, 3, 4 minutes left.
Mad dash to the finish for sure, and you know it's never too early to start reminding people of the overtime rules. Game is tied. It will go to a 15-minute overtime, golden goal. If no one scores for the first overtime, we go to a second overtime. 15 more minutes, still golden goal. And for those of you who are soccer beginners, the golden goal means sudden death. Whoever scores first wins.
Nice clear by him. I think that's Ambrosi.
Should the game go 2 overtimes with no scores, it would be a tie here at SAGU today.
Sturgeon surveys the field, looks ahead. He's got Martinez again. Oh, just reached out his right foot. Offside called. Would have got to it anyway. But Martinez is looking to slip through past the Mustang defense, does so, but that offsides call gets him.
He's been called for 2 now,
again,
which is one of those things where you never want your guy getting called for offsides, but you like the product of what is happening. You like the fact that he's playing aggressively enough. It's not necessarily it's a good sign when you're getting that penalty sometimes, that you have your best player playing that hard, that dedicated. This is his last time to walk out onto this field, and he is already having a game, win or lose, that will be remembered for a while. 2 goals on his last game wearing a SAGU jersey. Well, not his last game wearing a SAGU jersey. He still has a road game.
Last game at home.
But last game at home for the Lions, trying to, again, keep this season going. They need to win out. They need 2 wins to advance to the Central Region Tournament for the NCCAA, of which they are the reigning champions.
And some discussion here from the referees.
There's a brief delay.
Unclear what the delay was, but whistle's been blown. So the ball back in play from Galvin. Once again, the wind just chops that right down. Ball cleared up ahead by the Mustangs.
Mustang is down, but he's getting up now.
And now the Mustangs on the march, cleared by Cole.
Much better defense we're seeing so far, really since the goal. Most of the second half, but since the goal, Lions defense has looked a lot better, just getting a good foot on the ball, keeping the Mustangs from getting too many consecutive passes in a row.
Right. Mustangs on the move now, but the SAGU defense able to thwart that attack. And now Linares gives chase, and a whistle and a trip.
Kunis will keep possession. Oh.
Quickly in play. I believe he's
Lions
got
offsides, need to get back on. There's a look. Martinez is open in the middle.
He does center, and there's
a slow roller.
Sturgeon just unable to put enough velocity on that kick.
Oh. And Coach Wancha yells in
at Martinez, who wasn't even in, who never touched the ball.
But he's asking, how can we not put it away? That was one of the ones you really needed if you could have got it, taken a lead. But it slowly rolls.
Here comes Martinez. He's got room. He's got one man to beat. That man's the goalie. Now a center. Martinez now shadowed by number 25, Dario Espinal, out of bounds, corner kick. No, check that. They're going to make that out on the Lions.
One out on Martinez. And Martinez passes up a shot. It wasn't a for sure thing. The goalie had the corner on him, but he tried to center it and unable to get a good pass off, so that opportunity. But again, Martinez in the center of every Lions offensive attack right now. He has been the lone Lion to really get things going so far today.
Coach Clem showing no mercy to Martinez, his best player on the team, barking orders, urging him to play better in his final day as a senior. There's a nice stop by Galvin.
gets in front of that one. Just make sure nothing silly happens. That's exactly what you want to do with those.
It's one of these times where the coach is toughest on the best player.
And that's what you mean. Coach Clem, he is a harsh coach. He's great man, absolutely. But he is on these players. He's turned them into
There's
machines.
a push, no whistle. Kunis still free, looking for help. Now taken away by Hernandez. Hernandez clears forward.
And that's the thing. A great coach will only ask of you what he knows you can give you. And so he knows that Danny has the chance to put those away, and he is asking for everything.
Now
from
that
his
save
team right
could
now.
benefit SAGU, and it does. So here comes Swearingen. Now over to Elliott. Elliott unable to retain control. Here's a shot way right and high over the net, into the back fence, and the Lions will retain possession.
That's what the Mustangs have been relegated to much of the last really 15 or 20 minutes. Like I said, after the initial burst of the first half, where it was just a shooting gallery there for a moment, the Mustangs getting everything. Their quick offense looking great. And then that quick offense again resulted in the penalty kick to make it 2-1. Since then, there's been a bit of a relax. Substitution for the Mustangs, number 8, Jordan Smith enters, and Eduardo Manaez takes a seat.
And we are nearing the 21-minute mark.
Oh, 25 minutes we're hearing.
25.
Clock.
That's going to be an errant kick. That's just a mistake by the goalie that turned the ball over back to the Mustangs.
Not what
you
you want
looking
to
for
do.
Kunis, but the ball sailed right.
Every possession matters right now, especially when your offense has looked as good as it has this half. You want to keep it in your hands. You want to give Martinez another shot.
Ball out of bounds. Back to the Mustangs. Still waiting for an update from Wayland Baptist game. We'll pass it along as soon as we hear word, as the football team is back in action on Saturday, looking to improve their record to 3-4, I believe, on the year for the win today. And it's a header right into the hands of Galvin. Easy stop.
And stay tuned, obviously, to the SAGU website, SAGU Athletics Facebook page for updates on how the volleyball team does on their long road trip this weekend. They're down to San Antonio tonight, taking on Our Lady.
Martinez making sure he doesn't go off sides. Now Sturgeon centers.
Oh, just missed. Front of the goal, was unable to get the positioning he wanted. That goes wide, but by the way the teams are hanging around,
they might whistle this a corner kick.
It looks like they are giving the Lions a corner on that. I didn't see who hit it, but it's possible one of the defenders nicked it off his toe. For the Lions, in comes Joel Ramirez, and Danny Martinez will take a seat for a moment. We saw that last game we covered, where Martinez, with about 22, 23 minutes left, takes a seat for about 10, 15 minutes for that last 10-minute dash.
Right.
So he will get a breather. The Lions will try to make do without him.
And a whistle at the moment of the kick. I'm not sure what happened, but they're going to turn the ball over and give it back to the Mustangs. Wilkins puts his foot into it. Good deep long ball, well past midfield. Nice header defensively by Swearingen. Kunis able to handle. Up ahead to Cole, who just checked into, Ramirez just checked into the game. And he's pushed to the ground. No call.
On the,
you kidding me?
Play is on the
Play
ball.
on is the call.
And it will go out off of the Mustangs, so the Lions get possession right back.
Ramirez just stared down the ref, asking for a call. He was elbowed in the back of the neck. Nice takeaway from Kunis. Over to Elliott. Elliott back to Avila. Avila resets, pushes forward. Ramirez calling for the ball way up ahead. Is he offsides? No.
Kicked way deep. Mustangs. And really, it's been SAGU controlling the tempo.
Here come the Mustangs.
But here comes an opportunity. Center of the
Weaving
field.
through the Lion defense. Oh, and an overpass. That's going to be retained by the Lions. Fight for possession near midfield. And the Lions back on the prowl. Up ahead to Ramos. Ramos
fighting for it.
Tries to work clear, and the two get into their own little scuffle. The ball's 10 feet away, and there's a whistle.
That's the key. You gotta, if you make a play on the ball, you usually get away with it, but when the ball's 7 or 8 feet away and you're still shoving each other away from the ball, there's probably gonna be a flag go up for that.
Not gonna be a good thing. And Elliott's back was turned to that pass, didn't see it coming. Mustangs take over, pushing up ahead to the right side, and another whistle.
Grab, that's gonna be on number 8, Jordan Smith, I believe, getting called for grabbing.
Yes,
while
Ramos.
trying to weave his way to the ball. And the Lions.
Ramirez.
Tied 2-2.
Back chop over to Swearingen. Swearingen up to Elliott. And now here come the Mustangs. Swearingen able to steer that attack away near the corner.
And that's just been the key, like I said, for the second half, is that first half it felt like sometimes it would go 20, 30 seconds as we have 20 minutes left in the second half in the game, barring an overtime.
So, Tim, what's your strategy? If it's 2-2, 20 minutes left, do you be more offensive or more defensive, knowing what's at stake here with the rest of the season? You settle for a tie for the Lions.
Oh, you definitely don't settle for a tie. I mean, you don't settle for a tie by any means. You only settle for the only situation you settle for a tie is if you're down 1 or 2 men in the second overtime and you're just glad to be there. This is a game the Lions know they have an opportunity to win. They've really controlled from the first 20 seconds when Martinez had that breakaway. The shot is here, and that's in the goal.
Nice center, and put in the goal. A nice center from Jorge Arona, and score that goal as the player does a couple flips.
And that is
number
Jordan
8.
Smith.
Jordan Smith on the goal.
Every strategy I was just mentioning has just changed. The Lions go down 3-2 on a great centering pass, and Jordan Smith slides it home. And the Mustangs have regained a 3-2 lead with less than 20 minutes left in the game.
And that's the second assist on the game by Jorge Arona.
And he has a goal too, so 4 points on the game for Arona. And now Martinez is checked back in the game. You knew that would happen immediately as soon as the Lions went down. You knew you'd have to have your scoring leader out there to try to, again, now you're just trying to knock this one back up and hope for overtime.
Here comes Martinez.
Looks ahead.
Up ahead to Ambrosi. I saw a goal! Oh, that was a great save by Wilkins. That was headed for the top left corner of the net. Great strike, great aim by Ambrosi. Wilkins able to deflect it just in the nick of time.
And that's a couple of great saves by Isaac Wilkins today. He just moves to the right spot and deflected it just enough to make sure it didn't have the speed or the angle to get into the goal. Lions quick down the field, though, trying to, again, equalize this one. They've needed 2 equalizers thus far, and they'll need a third to keep this game going.
Here comes Sargent. Ramirez calling for it up ahead. Back to Ambrosi. You don't want an offsides call here. And ball still in play. Now over to Negrete, who has a goal on the afternoon. The first goal for the Mustangs. Now there's a fight for possession and a whistle. And possession will be with the Lions as they put the ball in play near their own goal. I'm not sure that's the best idea. Cleared out on the left side, now on up ahead. Misplay. Mustangs will retain possession, and they're back in the march. Espinal centers back to number 7. We'll try to get his name for you in just a moment. And now Mustangs now looking just to play keep away. With a 3-2 lead with 15 minutes left, it's probably the right play.
Ball rolls, and it's loose. Oh, nice very stop. Close. Very dangerous right there. Yeah, the Mustangs they've slowed down significantly the rate of play. They know now if they can just play defense and hold it off as the ball goes out of bounds. Let's head over to Bianca Arlecan on the sideline with a report. Bianca?
Thanks, guys. I'm here at SAGU Sports Sports trainer Kaylee Britton. Now, Kaylee, so much behind-the-scenes work goes into games like this, much like the work of a trainer. Give us a little insight on what it's like to be a trainer for SAGU.
It's really fun. It's a lot of work, but it's fun. We just take a lot of time setting everything up and taking it all down. It's kind of time-consuming, but it's fun.
What are some duties that you have before the game, in the middle of the game, and after the game?
Before the game, we have to be here about a couple hours early, and we go fill up coolers full of ice, and we bring them out here, and we get water for both teams, and we have to bring out water bottles and cups and all that stuff, and just get the field set up for the players.
And what about after the game?
After the game, we just tear it all down. We get everything set up, and then we tear it all down, and we wash out all the coolers and put everything away, and then after the game, we provide ice for the players and any treatment that they need.
And SAGU trainers, they're at all home athletic games. Which one is your favorite one to work? What sport?
I like to work football, but it's more work because we have a lot more stuff that you take to the football games, but it's just fun being on the sidelines with the team and supporting them. So,
well, thanks so much, Kaylee.
You're welcome.
Back to you, Rob and Tim.
Thank you, Bianca, and thank you hearing from one of our awesome trainers, SAGU Athletics.
Out here every day, and if you've ever been on the campus in Southwestern, it's worth looking out here around 3 or 4 o'clock. You've got baseball and softball practice, soccer, men's and women's soccer practice, and football practice all happening in about 150, 200-yard radius. And these trainers are all over the place, keeping the players hydrated, taping up ankles, keeping things going good. They're the engineers that keep every athletics team going for SAGU. So takes every single part for a great team.
Now Martinez on up ahead. He's got Ramirez. Ramirez, a speedster. He's looking for help. He circles past 2 defenders. Tripped now taken over by the Mustangs. Now taken back by Ramirez. He's got a shot at goal. He sails wide left. But now retained by Ramos. Ramos looks for help. Ambrose is in the middle. There's a header. Possibly, no, it goes over Ambrose's head and clears back out to Swearingen. Swearingen over to Elliott. And this is the kind of play you have to see at this point out from the Lions, Tim. Yeah, aggressive.
Got to be full on pushed. If you give up a goal, you give up a goal. You got to be playing offense right now because 3-2 or 4 doesn't matter. As that, save by Caesar Galvin.
The ball's
not
still
that you want it to be 4-2. You want it to keep going as that does deflect and stays in play. But at this point, you got to get down there and score.
Nice defense by the Lions. Clear by Swearingen. Everyone missed that one. And here comes Sturgeon. Boy, he can possess that ball. He is a great handler in traffic. And the ball slides out of bounds. I believe the Lions will retain possession, and they need to retain possession. They need a 3rd goal, Tim. They're down 3-2, and we are under 14 minutes left in this in this match.
Yeah, the Lions need to strike. Every minute that goes away is one more advantage for Southwest.
There's Ramirez, touch and go. He's got Ambrosi, and there's going to be a handball. So handball called against number 17, Angel Hernandez.
And so
Hernandez
now
not happy about that call.
The Lions will get a kick from that spot. Not a bad looking zone to get a free kick from. So this is a good look for the Lions, trying to equalize this yet again.
Either be Sturgeon or Elliott as 2 players line up behind the ball. And we shall see if the Lions can capitalize on this. It's going to be Sturgeon.
Oh,
nice stop. Ramirez, though, able to track it down. Kicked out of bounds. That's going to be a corner kick. It's a nice save there by Wilkins, Tim.
Yeah, Wilkins holding his own. He's given up 2 goals today, but they were both on amazing shots from Martinez. Wilkins has had a couple of great saves, another one right there to keep it a 3-2 advantage.
Sturgeon now, the left-footed kicker, will kick from the right side. So he'll have a nice left to right angle. And here comes the kick. It's short, kick back out, and a whistle.
Well, I've just been handed a score update. You want to hear it?
Let's hear it.
I'm not sure you want to hear it. Wayland Baptist is up on SAGU 29-16 in the fourth quarter. So the Lions are going to need a little bit of a comeback on the road to find a way to capture that one. Just hand that to me from our executive producer.
Now, we're not sure how much time's left in the fourth quarter, but down by 13 fourth quarter, so you hope there's a lot of time left. You hope you're locked in 12, 11, 10 minutes left.
Hope the fourth quarter just started and gives Reed Golston and company plenty of time. So now the Lions here needing a comeback as well. Rally caps on all over SAGU Nation.
Put your cyber caps on. We need a rally. We need a goal.
Oh, here's an opportunity.
A shot on goal.
That's saved
nice
by
deflection by Galvin.
Wow, that would have been the
backbreaker. That would have been a
backbreaker.
sealer, yes.
That would have been the backbreaker for the Lions, but Galvin.
Galvin keeps the Lions literally in this match. Now Martinez looks up ahead. He's got Ramos. Ramos.
It's kicked away. Ramos had a
Easy
chance.
stop by Wilkins as it's
kicked away
past
from him.
The goal post. Nice header. Stop by Ramirez is going to go out of bounds. As time keeps clicking away as the Lions are looking to square things up. Keep any playoff hopes alive. You don't want to say desperation minutes left, but you're a few minutes away from getting to that desperation moment. So Lions have got to put pressure on this Mustang defense and do it right now. And no man better than Martinez to do that. He still has possession. Now looks ahead, look to center. He's got, oh, he had Ambrosi, and Ambrosi was called offsides. You could see that play developing right in front of us. Ambrosi just a few yards ahead of the ball. Offsides called, and great opportunity goes by the wayside.
As we approach the 10-minute mark now in the game.
Okay, so we're 9.5 minutes left. Just getting some clarification from the ref. 9.5 minutes left in the ball game, in the soccer match. So the Lions got to make a move soon, or else this match will be not ending with a happy ending. As the Mustangs now look just to kill time on the clock, Tim, just playing keep away from the Lions.
This is where they want to be. They want to be stationed up. The Lions have to respect the fact of how quickly they can score.
There's a center over to Espinal, over to Espinal, and he centers it and cleared out by the Lions. Push right, reset by Garcia. Garcia in no hurry. Coach Clem urging his troops to pick it up. You can hear his voice all across the soccer field. The header to no one in particular. And Galvin will put the ball back in play. Martinez close to it. Mustangs have it. Now looking ahead, no offside called. Now here comes Arona again. He's got the speed.
Look out.
And a great stop.
It's rolling.
And it is going to go in for another goal. He initially had it stopped. The ball goes up in the air, springs up high. The spin, the overspin, lands on the ground and spins right into the back of the net. And it's 4-2 Mustangs.
Wow, that might just be it for the Lions. That's the second goal of the game that Cesar Galvin got contact on, got a hand on, got in the way of, and two of them just went in.
And the second goal by Jorge Arona. 2 goals, 2 assists on the game.
6 points for Arona. We're seeing it develop here for Jorge Arona, looking great. As SAGU now finds themselves in, well, not the spot they want to be. Down 4-2, probably around 8 minutes remaining. Definitely, I mean, you never say it's over, but looks like Coach Clem's about to give some players some playing time as they trail by 2. crosses over.
We're under 8 minutes remaining in this match. It's tough to score 2 goals in 8 minutes, but that's the task the Lions face now. As you know, who knows? You got fresh legs coming in. Coach Clem giving some other players a shot to give them a great comeback. So you never know. Soccer's a funny game. These players coming in will be completely fresh and ready to go, and may be able to outrun and outmuscle the Mustangs in these last 8 minutes. And there's the flag, and here come a handful of substitutions. Looks like 4.
Yeah, into the game will come
at least
Jonathan
4
Jimenez, Eric Kwan, Jacques Rogers. I'm sorry, Jose Hernandez is one of those players. At number 25, who's not on my lineup sheet. So I apologize to number 25, perhaps Jonathan Jimenez. So the Lions trailing by 2. Whistle is blown. We'll see the call. And that might be another penalty kick.
Looks to be, as the referee is talking with the goalie now.
We'll see what's happening
see
here.
where they place the ball. And this could make it 5-2 and completely
And it will be a
out of
penalty
reach.
kick. And this could be a chance for Jorge
Jorge Arona again?
Yeah, it'll be Jorge Arona on the penalty kick. He has 2 goals on the game, 2 assists. He has a chance at a hat trick right here. He had a PK earlier and crushing goal, make it 4-2, and now he can just
Here's the kick.
Make this one completely over, and it's in.
And he went right down the middle, and Galvin guessed to his right, rolled right, stuck his left leg back out, but by that time the ball was past him, and it's just like that. It's 5-2 Mustangs. Goal number 3 for Jorge Arona, along with 2 assists for the game. That gives him 2, 4, 6, 8 points on the match, Tim.
Wow.
That's phenomenal.
Excellent game from Arona. Well, some better news a little bit. The Lions have scored. The score is now 29-19 at Wayland. The Lions have the ball back in the 4th quarter, trailing by 10, trying to put together a rally. In the meantime, though, the Lions soccer team has found themselves behind 5-2 in a game that not too long ago was an equalized match. It was 2-2. The Lions appeared to have the momentum, but then that goal to make it 3-2 really shifted things. The Lions had to start pushing forward, and then it was Arona with the goal to really effectively put it away at 4-2, and without a doubt put it away with the last penalty kick to make it 5-2 and increase his stats. An impressive 3-goal, 2-assist game.
And now we're under 5 minutes left and essentially running out the clock, giving some quality playing time, though, for a handful of young Lions as Coach Clem looks to the next season to give some of this year's players some quality time on the field.
And Arona has it again.
Arona is on the march again, runs right by a SAGU defender and then slid to the ground, and Arona goes down.
Goes down
and there's
hard.
going to be a yellow card, and that's going to be issued against one of the Lions. I
Ben
think that's
Cole,
going to be Ben Cole. Ben Cole's hurt himself.
It was a hard
that's
collision
a frustration,
down
Tim. That's one of those moves where you're mad that you're down 5-2.
Yeah.
There's 5 minutes left in the game. Here's the guy who scored 3 goals. I'm taking him out.
Yeah, I don't think it was maybe malicious, but it was. I'm not letting him score this goal, no matter what I have to do.
But it was frustration. Like I said, that's a frustration move right there.
And that's the Lions are frustrated right now. Like I said, this was a 2-2 game. They had momentum. They had some great shots to potentially take a lead. None of it was able to develop though, and 3 goals in I don't know, probably
in about 4 or 5 minutes of play.
About a 10-minute span total. The goal to make it 3-2 came with about 20 minutes left. So 3 goals in about 10 minutes have put this game away.
Ambrosi checking back into the game for
Ben Cole limps off to the back.
Ben Cole.
Some discussion now as a host of substitutions stands on the sideline.
I can't even count how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks to be 6 players about to check in. Wholesale exchanges for the Mustangs as they comfortably lead this match 5-2, and their record will improve, I believe. It will improve to 6-4 in the Red River Conference, and they'll get back to 500 on the year, Tim. They'll be 7-7-1 overall.
And a critical win considering they're half a game out of that 6th spot to make the tournament. So that'll be very big as the shot is saved by Cesar Galvin, goes out of bounds.
And here
and it will be a corner kick.
A handful of red jerseys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players, 7, 8. 8 players.
And I believe there's a 9th that might be entering too. So basically, everyone but the goalie essentially is being subbed out now as the Mustangs hold a safe 5-2 lead and just seek to run the clock out and give some young players some last-minute playing time late in the season here for them.
And we've just received word that Southwestern football Lions have scored another touchdown. We'll get you the exact score pending the extra point or the 2-point conversion. But folks, hang on to your hats. This game is not over yet. We'll get you a score in just one moment, as it's no doubtly near the back half of the 4th quarter. The score is now 29-26. 29-26. SAGU down just 3.
Lions trying to put a rally on the road. They did it earlier this year against Howard Payne. Trying to do it to Wayland Baptist. So we'll keep you posted with that. It's possible we'll be off the air before that game is finalized, but you can go to WBU Athletics and catch all the updates on that game, catch their live stream of the game as soon as this one's over. Tune in and watch your Lions football team, as that's
your soccer match
the
right
final
there.
whistle, and the game is over. The Mustangs claim a 5-2 victory off the foot of, well, a number of players,
Jorge Arona,
primarily Jorge Arona, with 3 goals on the game, and the other 2 goals came off of his assists. We'll be back with some post-game thoughts, preview of what's to come, all right, after this.
Welcome back to Lions Field. The Lions unfortunately fall today 5-2 to the Mustangs of University of the Southwest. And a tough game until about 20 minutes left, and that's when things just kind of fell apart.
Yeah, and it overshadows what was a great final game here at home by Danny Martinez, scoring 2 goals. Unfortunately, the loss will overshadow that, as the Lions will probably be unable to make a tournament play this year, unfortunately. But great game by Martinez nonetheless, ending off his SAGU career with 2 goals. So, well, this obviously being the last soccer home game is our last soccer broadcast of the year, but we'll be right back, I believe, this upcoming week with volleyball. Again, right back at it. The volleyball girls are on a tear right now. After a slow start, they are on fire, holding their own against the #1 team in the nation, getting some points on them, and we're just winning all around. So be sure to tune into that. Go like us on Facebook and check out the broadcast schedule for all the latest news on which games we'll be broadcasting next, because we got one more broadcast up in October, and then we have a full slate at the beginning of November that you need to stay tuned to. Obviously, football closing us off on November 10th, and that team right now trails by 3 on the road. You can go check out that game at WBUathletics.com, I believe, or just do a simple Google search for it to watch a live stream of that game being offered by Wayland Baptist University. We thank them for offering that to us.
On behalf of Tim Roberts, Bianca Alarcon, our executive producer, John Cookman, our director, BJ Roerbel, and his entire awesome student crew, this is Rob Price saying thanks for watching SAGU.TV. We'll see you soon. God bless.